Travis Wayne Goodsell. Thanks to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints dropping the news of yesterday's dedication of number 200 Deseret Peak LDS Temple, so that everybody forgot about it. As a result of me being the only one reminding Mormons that it happened, I am skyrocketing views this morning. 5 a.m. Everybody's talking about me. And of course, we get people brand new to my video for the first time getting influence to me, as I've got over 8.1K thousand videos on YouTube over all these years. And YouTube finally allows people to find a video of mine recommended on their home feeds. And so they are clueless as to who I am, my manner, my beaten tone, my sarcasm, and the source of my sarcasm, with the assistance of associative memory that I have. And so, yes, if you do not have associative memory and you do not recall Mormonisms, you have no clue where beaten tone comes from. Benson, to the youth of the noble birthright, which got it from Spencer W. Kimball's Miracle of Forgiveness, who got it from Elder Packer's conference talk. It's important to know origins of things when you're doing church history, because this church lies. And so Mormons don't get it. They don't understand. I was born and raised Mormon. I know all about it. I have been placed in positions to directly influence you. And you still think you're smarter and better than I am, do you? And so Mormons are incapable of defending the church from me. You see, you've got ex-fo nevermos who are all, we got the church, we got them, when a bishop announces over the pulpit that he quits. James J. Hamula said, I do not want to commit crime, I'm out. I did those videos. And others of the lesser 70 from Sweden and other places who say, I'm out. Or James Baker, bishop, who, when the church released the Gospel Topics essays, went over them and went, holy crap, they're confessing to lying to us. Oh, man. And so he spent his channel showing Mormons how the church confesses that they've been lying to us. And they left and became a Christian. Christians welcomed him with open arms, and then sometime later he decided to become Jewish. Christians then felt betrayed and dumped him. They want nothing more to do with him now. He's a betrayer of the faith. Just like Mormons did to him. When all he was doing was pointing out that the church confessed in the Gospel Topic essays that they've been lying to us the whole time. And so you get Mormons like Kevin Kelly, who can only insult me with an ad hominem attack to defend the church. And there's a guy from Australia, communicator Yakub Sharon 777. So he knows a little bit of Hebrew, as he supposes, out in Australia. And he appreciates my work. He's seen a number of posts, because he says, thank you for all you post and share. and he wants to glean more from my videos. Not sure where to start. Yeah, that's over 8.1K. There's a whole bunch. I've got playlists and YouTube restored. The popular and the oldest. That didn't last too long. YouTube keeps changing things on us creators, and they don't get our permission, and they don't make it an option for us so that we can choose how to design our own YouTube channel. YouTube keeps telling us what we're supposed to do, and YouTube attacked me this morning. They shut down video viewing content of my homepage video, and so when I went and checked, no, I can still watch the video, but they were threatening. I was getting skyrocketing views for the Deseret Peak Temple videos I've been doing in advance. They know I know how to do this. The church knows I know how to do this. They know it was coming. If they were going to do what they were going to do, it happens every single conference. And yet, they forgot. Oops. But I'm glad, because we're 5 days away now. And this is what we're going to be going over in this video today. But we're going to go over some more comments. Going to give credibility and acknowledgement to those, because this all has to do with it. This is the fate of the human race that's at stake here. This isn't just, oh, I've got sensitive, hurt feelings about how the church does things, and I just can't get the right feeling to feel good about the church and stay and be loyal and pay money and prostitute a cute little Mormon girl, even if it's sex trafficking at BYUs from out of state, out of the country. And yeah, Mormons don't get it. So Roberta Williams, yesterday had made a comment about how they don't understand. I don't know if it's Roberta L. Williams or Robertal Williams or Robert Al Williams. It's all combined together. And so I don't know male or female. Doesn't matter. They made a comment yesterday about how they don't understand how any Mormon could join this religion, as it indoctrinates people like a cult. So I responded by saying, well, the church gets almost 100,000 children baptized every year, being born and raised in the covenant path. And so all of those children are indoctrinated as babies. And I did that video yesterday too, and that's why I was able to comment when I saw that. Because Mormons don't understand that Section 119 is all criminal. There is nothing good from any kind of God in that. That is purposely, maliciously criminal that Brigham Young put in his Doctrine and Covenants. He wrote it, he put it in. It is not by Joseph Smith. Linguistic pattern does not match, even though they took out in the name of Jesus Christ. Thinking to fool Mormons. And so, yeah, after explaining that comment, they then respond this morning that they've now lost all respect for Mormons, because it is a greater nightmare. But it shouldn't be losing respect for Mormons. Mormons are victims held in bondage to this church that lie and deceive and want to destroy mankind, not just Mormons. And so then there's just Jeremy that, is being a dumbass. I'm not even gonna, he doesn't get it. He doesn't want to get it. So get out of here. Leave me alone. Why are you bugging me? Dr. Dew had a comment at 105.40. He busted up. I didn't check to see what it was at that time, but it caught his attention. And he says, my perspectives intrigue him, and he says that he's seen other Mormon channels as well as critical channels, and he says that members he knows, oh, there's SEAL Team 6, they're coming to get me. Members that he knows seem to be aware of me, but they don't mention my name, and they have tangents to veer the conversation away. Yes, I told you I have stalkers. Not just from the presidents of the church, who have, like the last Thursday I told you over the weekend, Thursdays are the church's meetings at 10 to noonish. Sometimes it goes overtime. Sometimes it's early. And this is where assignments are given out. Suarez, we found out from the church news, had received his assignment the Thursday before, and so he wasn't there at that particular meeting unless he had returned home. And the church news covered it previously, but I think the dating was such that no, it wasn't. But regardless, Thursdays are when the apostles get their assignments to go out around the world and do whatever they do. So Suarez, for example, was assigned to the Jew to show him our temple at the Vatican and show him the idol god statue of Jesus to a Jew. This is beyond insensitivity to other people's religious beliefs. This was a blatant, malicious, mean thing to have done. And it is unforgivable for a leader of a religion to do. I mean, it was bad enough that they gave the Pope an idol statue of Jesus to mock Trinity Jesus. But for a Jew, from whence the source of the 10 Commandments came from the Jews who lost both temples on 9th Ave to an enemy, which still is not rebuilt to this day and still has the Babylonian descendants' mosque on it, from which the Rome descendants' enemies claim is their land. Just unforgivable abuse that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints gets involved in. And so, yeah, I noticed Thursday that my views tanked during the 9 o'clock hour right before their meeting. And then right after their meeting, during the 1 o'clock hour, the views are back. It's these kinds of statistical patterns that I pay attention to. I'm aware of the bigger picture of what's going on and how to explain these anomalies that take place. And all this time, I don't know exactly when they began, but they've been around longer than my oldest viewer. And they don't identify themselves because they know that I'll be able to ban them and prevent them from viewing my channel when signed in. And they purposely come to every single video, and they've missed some. Again, the anomalies. and put a thumbs down and go away. That's all they do. They are purposely a cyber threat to me by putting a thumbs down. I don't know who they are. I know their patterns because I can see when they put the thumbs down. I know their work patterns. I know their church schedule as it keeps rotating every year in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which means they're Mormon. See, I can recognize these patterns. And so I can recognize when they take vacations and when they're off. And then likewise, I found out that the YouTube employee is who they are and why they are attacking me. They are Mormon because of the patterns. And Mormons don't get it. This is how you're supposed to be studying your scriptures. You're supposed to be looking for patterns. You're supposed to be making connections with plagiarisms. Because the Jews are plagiaristic too. And so I am aware of Mormons who do videos also stalking me. Kwaku, for example, I know he used to stalk me because he used one of my video clips in one of his videos. He was doing a collage of critical video channel people, and I was included in that collage. And I'm confused. The others, he was mocking them with the clip that he got from them. But my clip, yeah, I don't understand. How am I, what? Aren't you supposed to be mocking me, Kwaku? So I don't understand why he used the particular clip that he did. And it's been so long and I don't memorize, but I do remember it. And I assume I have it somewhere in my files, but yeah, I gave Kwaku the key of translation so that he can have that gift and grow it and produce the fruits thereof, and he threw it away. As I've used Kwaku in my videos, not just when he attacked It's Me Jesse, who was a person who was introduced to the missionaries, and she decided to investigate the church and do YouTube videos on what she's investigating. And Kwaku attacked her, along with other apologists, and so I stepped in to protect her from Kwaku. And I haven't heard much from her since the Florida hurricane years ago. She got hurt pretty bad with the damage that was caused, and so I hope she's doing well with her family. But it was inappropriate for Kwaku and other Mormons to attack people who are investigating the church. The same thing with Jasmine, whom I'm also very deeply concerned with, because she's just gone. She's disappeared. And so I'm deeply concerned because of some of the things she's been talking about in her emails to me. But she too was confronted by the missionaries, and they told her that James was a fence sitter in the premortal council in heaven. And then she started investigating the Joseph Smith papers and found the original 1835 Doctrine and Covenants and found that section 101. Do you understand this, Mormons? A person who's not a Mormon is investigating the church because the missionaries came knocking on her door. She investigated. She didn't go to critical videos, though she did that too. But she went to the Joseph Smith papers. She can read the home page that says this is the authoritative source for all things Joseph Smith. And so she found the 1835 Doctrine and Covenants and saw that it's not the same as the current one that the missionaries have, that the church promotes. And she went reading through it to see what's different and found section 101. 101, which means she started from the beginning with the lectures on faith and then went through all chapters to chapter section 101. Do you understand this, Mormons? She's studying. She's trying to learn. And she knew right then and there that this can't be the true church because they're not following Joseph Smith. They're not following the Book of Mormon. And now she's gone. I don't know what's going on. And I'm worried. I had playlists set up for her comment, reply videos. I even set up a whole thing to use her cartoon picture character that I created of her for little mini video things. And I'd only done one out of that. And so, yeah, I'm deeply concerned. And this is what's going on around the nation, not just within the church. That there's danger for all. But, I often get a whole bunch of people who see one, maybe a few videos, and then they listen to something and they're offended and they're gone. They never explain why. They're just gone. But most of the time, Mormons are the ones who come and attack. They are incapable of defending the church's position. They know I'm a Mormon. They know they will not beat me. I am more intelligent than they all. Remember a social memory? So if you don't understand, just think of the pictures that I'm putting at the beginning of the video. And so, yes, by my doing the research, I have found out things, and I have become the results of my research. So I've got my patriarchal blessing I'm going to do again for you today. Maybe today. It's only 9 o'clock. And we're only at 23 minutes in. And so notice also I've not been cyber attacked this morning like I was over the weekend. And the skyrocketing views this morning. Somebody dropped the ball by not showing up to work today. Which is good because we've got 5 days left. And so I'm very well aware that people know of me, and Kwaku specifically has learned, and other critics or Mormon apologists have learned not to say my name, because those who view will actually go to that channel and view them. When I talk about Exmo Lex, people will flock to Exmo Lex. When I talk about other people, they'll go to other people. It's what they do. And especially when you tell them not to go to them. They go to them. What is up with that? You warn people, and then they jump off a bridge. They put their hand in the fire. What the hell? And then they complain that they got burned. I told you not to do it, and you did it, and now you're complaining? You're blaming me? And so it's like my government. I warned my government of the evil plot of this church from 200 years ago. In advance. Before the 2020 election. Before January 6th. I warned them. And they did nothing. And even after it happened, they still didn't do anything about it. And yet they went after the people that they could identify and use my lawsuit against the church against them. That was me. I'm responsible. The Mormons who got locked up with that lawsuit. You're welcome. That was me. Because RICO Act lawsuits have to be given to Barr, the AG, and it was Barr at the time. And so the magistrate judge who received my filing did as he was required to do by law and sent my lawsuit first to Barr for his review. And Barr rejected it, sent it back to the courts for the Mormons to deny it. But nonetheless, Barr, while he had it, that weekend before he sent it back to Utah, was talking to a group of prosecutors. And in that meeting, he says, hey, I just found out about this law about the Insurrection Act. Use it on Black Lives Matter protesters. They didn't, thank God. But that's the lawsuit that they used on January 6 people who were arrested. So all the Mormons, yeah. You didn't listen to Captain Moroni, you were part of the Kingmen. Again, assumption of memory. Mormons are supposed to know what I just said. They know Captain Moroni. They know Kingmen. And yet, they don't apply it in their daily lives, as rote number prayers 16, 23, 72, and 104. That was a joke, but it's not too far off. And so again, in 2021, after October's conference, I find The Way to Perfection by a president of the church who confesses the coup. Blames it on Jesus. And the church just lost it. They're freaking out. They had shut me off for conference, even though I was able to somewhat resurrect myself, having found on the news the leaked membership directory of the secret combination in America that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is all a part of. And then I find the coup. I'd already warned back in 2020. I already knew it from my research. And so, yes, the church just lost it. I mean, Nelson was already pissed off with my filings in the lawsuit, as he and I were battling it back and forth. He would use the church news to attack me, and I would do another filing. I'm the one who put Holland in the hospital. They didn't tell anybody until 2 weeks later. Just like Nelson. I did the whole countdown video to 9/11 with his birthday on 9/9. And then 3 weeks later, we find out he fell. He fell. That's me, guys. See, the prophets know me. And so all of you who come to one video finally, you are way out of your league, thinking you're gonna hurt me and my sensitive snowflake feelings by insulting me and calling me names and threatening to murder me. You're out of your league. Dear God. Nightmares on the corner of my mind. Da, 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 da. And so yes, again, 2024. We're heading into the election, and a Little Sister Missionary's leaked recording was picked up by a guy who had a crush on her. And YouTube thought they were mocking me and recommending his video. And so I checked it out. Oh, look at this! Confession of the coup! Ta-da! I didn't need it. I already knew it. But to have Oaks on record confessing it, that 2020 was just going to be a test run, that they were purposely going to have Trump lose so that Biden would be put in, that under Biden, MAGA then would overthrow the Constitution in preparation for 2024 for Trump. Ta-da! I called it again. I warned my government again. And again, they did not listen to me. They did not stop it. They're coming up with all these other little things. Oh no, somebody's going to try to assassinate Trump. Oh, we're going to get him. You've got a coup in progress. And so here again, it happened, just as I warned, and they're still not doing anything about it. We are in grave danger. Grave danger. And so, I saw last night that Arizona was finally decided. So apparently all the states have now been decided upon. And so let's see if we can find that picture. Because I checked online, and there were a bunch of people claiming that 2024's election was the same as Hillary Clinton's 2016 election. And I'm just going, oh my hell, seriously, you're going to fool us into thinking that it was Hillary that ran this election, not Harris. Even one of them put Hillary's picture in place of Harris. Oh my hell, come on. And so, it looks like it might be that one, and I think it is because that came from Fox News that showed that picture. Let me check through the rest of the files. There's that one that I got online that I think also is, no, it shows Michigan as blue, so that's a fake one. Michigan went red. So I hope this is the right picture. Yeah, this is it. This came from the Google search. They showed in real time. So this isn't the Fox one either. I didn't see the Fox one. It should be in there somewhere. Everything's a mess. And so this is from the official results that Google Chrome designated. And I'm confident in this because I'm aware of, as I was watching that evening and doing a map of my own through this whole time period. And so yes, it shows Nevada and Arizona flipped. And it doesn't make any sense to me at all. I don't understand. Women, I mean, seriously, you voted for Trump. Blacks, you voted for Trump. LGBTQIAPO+, you voted for Trump. Illegals, you voted for Trump. What are you doing voting if you're illegal? But nonetheless, you voted for Trump, did you? Those who are immigrants, you voted for Trump, did you? Those who are Cuban, you voted for Trump, did you? Those are from Haiti, you voted for Trump, did you? I mean, seriously, there is no way in the world Trump should have won. It is just unbelievable with all the hype and the hope of restoring our rights, and now it's dashed into pieces. Wait, didn't I do those videos? Yes, I did. I warn you, you don't listen. When I'm right, you go and hide. And go, oh, he thinks he knows it all. I warn for a reason, to warn you. And so I thought Colorado didn't go blue. So now I'm confused. I thought Colorado went for Trump. I was sure that Colorado went for Trump. So now we gotta search again. I think this one is, no, that's not the Fox one. I don't even see where the Fox one is. The Fox one should be here too. Where are you? I just, so frustrated. I need an accurate map, guys. No, that was that evening from Fox. See, here's this other one, but it shows Michigan went for Hillary. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go online, do a Google search again, see what it actually is supposed to be. Presidential election results. Yeah, Michigan, no, they're saying Colorado did go for Harris. Okay. Okay, so it is that original one. 312 for Trump, 226 for Harris. That is the correct results. Everybody else is lying, pants on firing. Okay, so Colorado is the correct one. So this was not the one. This was most likely a Hillary from 2016. All right, so yeah, this is the correct one. And so we do have in an Exodus, and remember, the final four, there must be a fall of the great and abominable church first. That fall has to allow Mormons to be set free. And with that, the transfer of everything so that Mormons can go in an Exodus, so that we can arrive in Zion to build it. The final four. The fall, the transfer, the Exodus, Zion. And with the blood stains all over the United States of America, it's going to be extremely difficult. There are going to be people who are going to want to steal and murder and harm us, trying to get to Zion. And no, it's not Independence, Missouri. If you're not caught on yet, Adam on Diamond was the Danite secret headquarters. Section 116 is a fraud. It's a forged document. Joseph Smith's 19 July 1840 is the actual document by Joseph Smith that Brigham Young was too upset with to publish. It exposes Brigham as the enemy. This church as the enemy in the latter days to coup the government. Joseph knew, but it requires 2 or 3 witnesses. And so all he could do is prophesy. And so, yeah, Illinois is a blue state. But this is what we got coming. If it doesn't happen, if the fall does not happen, if the transfer does not happen, we're all doomed. There will be no Exodus. There will be no Zion. There will just be blood and chaos with dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. You need to have jokes when you're talking about dire trauma. Otherwise, you'll just go crazy. And so, assuming all things happen, the path is already set through Colorado, but then we've got Kansas and Missouri to get through. But it's still early on. Only a few incidences have risen since Trump's victory. And some of those involve text messages to blacks in a number of states telling them that they're ordered now to go and pick cotton. This is a threat to their lives, liberty, and property. This needs to be taken far more seriously than the feds are taking it. This was a direct attack, using the cell phone as the means of attack, similar to cyber terrorists who use the computers to do their attacks. Right, YouTube? Chandler? And also, there are now calls from MAGA to go after the FEMA director now. They're not wanting to wait until Trump takes office when he will dismantle FEMA. They're wanting to do it now. Just like the Secret Service director. They didn't want to wait until January 20th, 2025. They wanted her out now. She's a female. I'm willing to bet the FEMA director is a female. Let's find out. There's patterns with Trump. He doesn't like women in authority. And so, yes, this is an utter humiliation for Harris with what happened. And Attorney General Merrick Garland, he pulled a fast one on this deep state Dems. He showed them. FEMA director. Deanne Criswell. How did I know? How did I know? Where's her picture? Need a picture. FEMA administrator. Seriously? You don't do pictures anymore, huh? What the hell? I want pictures. Come on, Wikipedia. There it is. There she is. Yep. That's why they're attacking her. She's female. She's in a position of power. And they aren't willing to wait until January 20th when Trump is going to overthrow the whole federal government and dismantle everything. So that the FDA, remember I talked about that previously this morning? Yeah, you're going to have bugs in your cereal again. Make cereal buggy again. and bird flu in cow milk. That was Biden's fault for not regulating that one. But again, it's MAGA that does it under Biden's administration. They just ripped Biden a new one. And we all knew this. The deep state Dem press were all over this. Oh, how Obama got punked by the MAGA. And not just with Merrick Garland getting rejected from being SCOTUS. That Biden or Obama tried to work with MAGA and they just played him for a fool. And so here I go, oh my God. And it's just, Biden knew what he needed to do, and he said, I want to work with MAGA. We're going to hold hands and eat ice cream. Everything will be fine. And then, boom, all your rights are gone. God. So. And also they're already, Trump is hiring, he's doing interviews for the cabinet positions. And I told you in videos already, you want to secure your place in Trump's cabinet? How much money you got? Highest briber gets it. Have you not been paying attention to Trump's first administration? Everybody knew you could bribe Trump after Trump got elected, after Hillary conceded. You get all these foreign governments, Turkey, that, got Menendez fired, or not Menendez, it is Menendez, isn't it? Congressman Menendez, Senator, I think it was Senator Menendez, fired, not the Menendez brothers, they're different, not related. The Democrat senator was caught, bribed by Turkey, foreign government. Trump did it. Trump's not in trouble. What's going on? And Putin, oh yeah, here's nuclear secrets. And we find out from Russia's press that the Russian ambassador was in the Oval Office with Trump. And then Helsinki, oh my hell, hey, Putin is very strong and persuasive. He says I should bring our intelligence agents to him. My God. Oh my God. And you think he's not going to do that now? He let our soldiers get executed. There were people who were offering money for anyone who would murder our soldiers, and Trump did nothing about it. Not to mention throwing in the paper towel to those in the Dominican. And you think that Trump isn't going to be bad? You don't think he's going to do it? Really? Dear God. And so, yes, everything is going to be gutted on our government. Our communications, yeah, you think the internet's bad now with algorithms and AI. You're going to have to learn how to get a hold of Trump and say, oh, Google Chrome is not allowing me to see your Trump TV. You get him, Trump. I was enjoying watching the special counselor getting hanged. And Google Chrome said my time ran out. This is what they do in China, guys. This is why they have their people on cell phones. Oh my God. We are so doomed. And so, it's, oh, dear God, guys. There were Democrat governors who won for their state, as well as there are already governors who are of Democrat Party also, who are already in position. These governors and AGs of these states are already doing tough talk, saying Trump will not threaten them, and they're getting ready for all the lawsuits. And I just bang my head yet again. They don't get it. Trump isn't going to follow the law. He's not gonna prosecute people. He's gonna execute you. If you think you're gonna get him by suing him, did that work during his first term? No. What makes you think it'll stop him this time? Again, Democrats are not getting it. They're not getting it. He doesn't play by the rules. He's a criminal. He's a villain. The only way to stop him is to put him down. Nobody gets this. Mosiah 29. Much bloodshed. Don't you guys believe the Book of Mormon? And then there's this new group, 4B. No sex for men anymore. Even if you voted for Harris, even if your brand new little girl Salt Lake County clerk didn't send you a ballot so that you could vote for Harris, which it wouldn't have mattered in Utah. And AI apparently would have just changed it to Trump anyway. Which is why they denied me my ballot. Because they know I would be checking. And so now they're thinking that, well, they're going to punish we the people. No sex for men. Because they believe that the men voted against them to take away their rights, to prevent them from getting their rights back. And Harris wasn't going to give them back to you. It's the law that SCOTUS had made when they're not allowed to make laws. Dear God. SCOTUS committed an act of insurrection, and Biden and his administration did nothing to them for that act of insurrection. Not getting the pattern yet? So this is the danger that we are in. Okay. The church must fall. If there is any hope for any of us to survive, they must transfer everything to us. It's already planned out. We just need the fall to happen. And that's not up to me. I'm not in control of that. I am not in control of the transfer. It's not up to me. This church must fall. This church must hand it over. I had the dream of Irene laying his hands on my head, even though I didn't want him to touch me. with the number 15 twice, which coincided with the previous dreams of Feast of Tabernacles. This Saturday is the Northern Israel Feast of Tabernacles, which is why it's not in the Jewish calendars. But just as last night I was inspired to do a new My Patriarchal Blessing video, but I had turned off the computer, I was crawling into bed. I went to bed early. I had seen that Nelson was alive to do the 200th dedication, which, yeah, because that's all part of the symbolic coding of cooing the government, that they're going to betray Trump. So yes, I told my Attorney General this morning, with mockery ensuing, but let him understand, if you're not going to protect Democrats from Trump, what about the church who you've been protecting also? Where do your loyalties lie, Merrick Garland? The church or Trump? You have to pick, because the church is going to coup Trump. Who are you going to choose now? It's coming. I've been right all the time. You sure you want to bet against me? Are you sure? So this Saturday, those SEAL Team 6 guys, they're patrolling my neighborhood. Still can't believe that they would do that. It's not going to make the news. They're not going to tell you that they had the police remove the homeless and block off the road. You're only going to hear it from me. Oh my God. And the fact that they chose North Temple to ride down, that's also weird. Because there's the main freeways that they should have taken to get there quicker. It was weird that they would do it on North Temple yesterday. I don't know. I mean, yeah, if they were at Temple Square and took North Temple out, yeah, I can understand that. But it's Sunday. They would be at home. He's in Bountiful. Or is he at Temple Square at the apartments across, at his penthouse suite? Is that where he's been? Is that why? That's why they took North Temple? That's the only thing I can think of. Because if it's Bountiful, he could have taken the freeway and then turned off onto the 80 and gotten back into Thule that way. Yes, I know it's not Thule. That's what I first thought it was pronounced when I first saw it when I moved to Utah. And I was corrected by the first Mormon that I had an interaction with. Hilarious. You gotta understand, I went to New York on my mission. They have French signs for streets out there in certain parts of New York, like Lafayette. And nope, it's not pronounced Lafayette. The people call it Lafetti. That's why I purposely say Missouri, because that's how Missourians pronounce it. It's not Missouri. What are you doing? Stop it. Hilarious. So, yeah, we're all doomed, aren't we? Dear God. I'm thinking there should be more hours of video content for you, but I'm not finding it. So just understand, this map is going to be crucial in navigating getting to Zion. But we can't even think about this until the fall and the transfer. And you guys will all know about the transfer, because it can't just be in secret. Nobody's going to know about it. So that's the whole thing. Everybody needs to know of the upcoming potential, but if it fails, we are all doomed. Everything is going to fall into ruins. And notice, they're pumping the stock market to dump it. The church, having gotten away with it, are purposely pumping the stock market for the biggest theft in stock market history. It's coming. You gonna bet against me?